Tim Allen. Tim Allen is a god. If you're a furry, post below. Hi guys, it's Matt and Jerva, and we're here to talk about The Last Stand starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. That movie was actually beyond expectations.
Which weren't very high to begin with.
No, they weren't. First half of the movie is kind of eh, but the second half makes up for everything. Before we go into spoiler territory, we should obviously, say a few things about it that aren't spoilers.
Schwarzenegger's in it.
Schwarzenegger's in it, and he's old. He's in a small town. He's a sheriff, and there's a drug dealer
In a race car.
in a race car.
Who's apparently a trained race car driver. Because that's the story they came up with.
It's like, we gotta put Arnold in a movie. What should the plot be? Ooh, I got an idea. Let's say that some cartel drug dealer breaks out of a convoy and gets put into a supercar, and then he has to make it to the border, and then...
The only one standing between him and freedom in Mexico?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. And you know what?
It was good.
It was good. It was so good. It made me feel good. It made me feel good about myself.
And humanity.
And humanity. I would totally recommend you go see it if you're an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we were talking about this.
Out of his action movies, I'd say the closest is Eraser. Probably. And
Yeah.
it's better than Eraser.
It's better than Eraser.
Like, it's not, True Lies good or anything. But
No. Like, we were talking about this, and we listed, like, okay, it was True Lies, Predator, Total Recall, and Terminator 1 and 2, and then The Last Stand.
Off the top of our heads.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And then Commando.
Yeah, actually that would be a good. It's about as good as Commando.
Yeah. Trust us, just go watch it, and enjoy it.
When have we ever let you down?
Yeah.
If we let you down, let us know in the comments.
So the whole movie starts off, and I guess a lot of people are going out of town for a football game, and Arnold's walking
Apparently
through the
it's like a
streets.
5-hour drive to some other town, and it's a small town, so basically the whole town is going to support the football team, except for like some old people and the police. Well, some of the police, I guess. Is that even the whole police force? Who's that guy who parked the car?
I have no idea who that guy is.
Is that
I
just
think
like
he's just the coach, or I don't know. I don't think he's the
mayor
coach
or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Just some dude
Some
who
dude
owns a car.
douchebag with a car. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, the whole movie is a fucking Chevy commercial.
So everyone goes off to the football game, and immediately Arnold Schwarzenegger sense goes off. Because it's his day off, and he goes into the diner, gets himself a coffee, has a glance around. There's two guys he doesn't know sitting there, so he's just like, hey, he gets a feeling something's off about them. They're truckers. So he writes down their license plate, has one of his deputies look into it. This actually leads nowhere.
Yeah, it doesn't lead anywhere.
They just happen to murder the guy who's going to deliver milk to the cafe the next day, so he doesn't show up to deliver milk.
Don't forget about, you gotta introduce Johnny Knoxville, because Johnny Knoxville's in the movie.
Mm.
Can't forget about him, the guy that simultaneously makes the movie better and worse.
He's zany.
Yeah. What did he need? Oh, Georgetta.
Yeah, I think that was the Magnum.
Yeah,
Georgetta.
Georgetta. Yeah, Johnny Knoxville's character names all of this stuff.
His truck was Henrietta.
Henrietta.
Yeah.
And then you have like the young deputy Jerry, that is wanting the action, and he wants to get transferred out of this small town.
Spent his whole life in this small town. He wants to go to L.A. where the action is.
Yeah.
And Schwarzenegger's all like, action. If it's what you want, I'll do it for you. I'm Italian. Why haven't they made that movie? Schwarzenegger as a mafia kingpin. Make it happen. Person watching this.
Yeah.
This isn't going anywhere.
No, all I'm thinking about now is Arnold Schwarzenegger's an Italian. So anyway, Jerry, and like, it's to make you care for Jerry, of course. And then they go and investigate why the farmer didn't go and deliver the milk.
Yep.
Because he is like clockwork and doesn't ever miss a delivery date. So the girl at the restaurant.
Or on a phone.
Yeah, he doesn't own a phone.
He's old-fashioned like that. Meanwhile, while all this is happening,
They're building a bridge.
Yeah, they're building a bridge, and the Kingpin guy has had his big dramatic escape from the FBI, and is headed down in his unstoppable Corvette. They had to use that guy's field, and not just, I don't know, anywhere in the vast, expansive, open Arizona desert where there weren't people. Like, even on that guy's property, just kind of don't park in front of his house. He might notice you then. These are the kind of plot holes that actually don't matter at all because it's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Yeah.
So.
Because the whole plot setup doesn't even matter.
No.
It's just the whole big action scene that's going to happen. Let's just skip to it because, you know what? Okay.
Yeah,
the rest...
Jerry gets shot. Surprise. The only guy who gets any amount of backstory in that he wants to leave the small town.
Yeah.
Gets shot.
Oh, and the guy in the prison cell.
The guy in the prison cell
is his friend.
Is his friend and used to date the other deputy. And then there's also Louis Guzman.
Who's really not necessary at all.
At all, but he's awesome.
But he's awesome. Yeah. He is the person that you can be in any movie and make it better.
Yeah. It's like, you really need just some extra thing in this scene. What if we had Louis Guzman shoving a mace down his pants?
Yep.
That'll work.
And carrying a broadsword.
Will this ever show up again? Nope.
No. And then them gearing up. That's the classic, like, everyone's locking and loading their guns and stuff.
All the ammo must be loaded. It's awesome. All of the town folk are awesome. When like the guy's coming and he runs into the cafe to warn the like 3 people there. He's like, there's this escaped convict coming. You gotta get out of here.
Get out of here. Get to your homes.
And they're all just like, I just ordered breakfast.
I'm cooking it.
Yeah, I gotta cook it now. It's like, oh, well, just stay away from the windows? Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
You're just like, yeah, I'm a 73-year-old man with high cholesterol. I just ordered the cheese and bacon omelet with extra cheddar.
Does it look like I'm scared to death? To be honest with you, like, all the characters are actually kind of likable.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't really a person in that movie except for the people that you wanted
They didn't have much in the way of characterization.
No.
But they were still likable.
Yeah.
It's a very, very bare bones. It knows exactly what it is and just does that.
Yeah, none of the acting is all that stellar or anything like that, but it is what it needs to be. Deaths in the movie. There's some highlights. What is it, Luis Guzman? Or is that how you say his name?
Yep.
So, he is in the middle of the barricade that they have set up in this town, and he's just like sitting there shitting his pants because he really didn't even want to do it.
They're just railing it down with gunfire. And then Reggie's like, I've had enough of this. Bring me the big gun. And the big gun, in this case,
rocket launcher.
It's a rocket launcher. And so they blow up, like, basically there's 2 cars, and he's hiding between them. They blow up the one, it goes flying over, and knocks the other one over. And you see, like, his cowboy hat, like, laying down. And then the bad guy, Peter Stormare, like, starts laughing. And you see from, like, through the smoke, like, his hand, he, like, picks up his hat, puts it back on, and then charges out of the cloud of smoke with a Tommy gun that he apparently got from somewhere that he didn't have before.
Well, no.
Starts shooting
No. It was there.
Because he was just using his handgun.
You only saw it leaning on the car for a split second.
Okay.
But it was actually behind the car.
Because the only thing he ever used before that was he was firing a handgun, just his pistol. And then also just like Tommy gun, where he starts mowing people down. Yeah. They're all like, what the fuck is happening?
And then he gets shot in the shoulder by a .50 cal.
Yeah. And
which
then
honestly,
Jamie Alexander starts just like sniping people from the roof.
Yeah.
And then so they start like aiming at her. Like now, like 3 of them are dead all of a sudden. And Peter Stormare is just like, what is happening? What is going on? And that's when the other 3 show up in their school bus, which they've mounted a machine gun in the back of.
Yeah,
so
is it a World War II gun?
Yeah,
it was a World War II stationary emplacement. They had it in the back of the it was like a 30 cal machine gun or whatever.
They also e-brake swing around the school bus to a 180, fling open the emergency door, and then literally cut a guy in half with the machine gun.
Oh, and what was the next thing? I don't want to skip to that yet because it's still okay. I'm gonna debate for the best death in the movie, but and then there's like a guy on the roof, I guess, giving them a hard time, and Arnold runs up. He's like, he just runs up, tackles him off the roof, and as he's in midair, just
yeah, he's already like tackled him off of like a 3rd-story roof, and while he's there, just like and shoot in the head.
Yeah, just shot him in the head.
Like lands on him.
It's like double fuck you. So that is the contender for best death in the movie. And then after that, like Arnold's like walking away, and like there's a guy in the window in this old lady's like house, and the old lady's just like, "No trespass." And the guy's like, "Calm down, Grandma."
Yeah,
and
like he's going to like get a bead on Arnold, and then the old lady just like pulls out a gun and kills him.
Yep.
then he like goes crashing through a window, and like she comes up to the door, and Arnold's like all shocked. He's like, "Mrs. whatever her name."
Yeah.
And he's like,
obliged.
Good old cowboy Arnold.
So there's that. And then there was the other guy running up to get the sniper girl. What's her name?
In the movie or in real life?
I don't know.
Jamie Alexander.
Okay, well.
She was Sif.
Right. So Jamie Alexander, yeah, her life's in danger. So ex-boyfriend, now deputy, is running up to save her, and then there's like this stairwell fight. So this guy, he gets shot, but I think it hits his armor or something like that, and he falls down and pulls out 2 pistols. So he's got like a bead on this guy, and then Jamie Alexander starts shooting from the top, and then so he's just like, and he's just like, it's like a stalemate for a second, and then she starts shooting again. She hits him again in the armor.
So he switches to like firing at her, and he just comes back around the corner and like unloads his entire clip into the guy.
Yep. And then they kiss, and that's resolved.
That's basically the whole story arc there.
Yeah, that's the whole relationship story arc. You're drunk, and
yeah, you never do anything with your life, but we used to be together. Now you're a deputy at Jamaica. And you got Johnny Knoxville left.
Yep, Johnny Knoxville.
and his howl of sorrow when he drops
Georgia!
drops out the window of the bus when being shot. Also, he's
carrying like a fucking buckler.
A buckler.
Yeah.
And like trying to like shoot around it.
And he's got like he has like a medieval helmet on of some sort. Because he dropped Georgetta, he didn't really have anything, but he had a flare gun, which was precursored earlier and or foreshadowed earlier, and
yeah, this guy comes out shooting at him.
And he runs out of bullets right as he gets to the bus. So he starts, flare gun, and then this guy's running away, and the flare hits.
This guy's got like ammo belts everywhere, and the guy's running around, oh shit, and the guy's ammo starts going off.
And then all of a sudden, boom! And the guy just like, his top half is gone. Yeah. Just gibbed.
Like, his like disembodied arm falls on Louis Guzman and wakes him up. He's like, what the?
And then he's like crawling, you know, to get to cover and all that. And then Johnny Knoxville gets shot?
Yeah, Johnny Knoxville's running out to get Louis Guzman.
Yeah.
They're like, no, there's still Peter Stormare behind that pickup.
So he gets shot and he's down, and then Arnold starts taking pot shots with the shotgun while they go and get the 2 wounded people. And they're carrying away
Johnny Knoxville out.
Yeah,
and like
and his helmet's dragging.
His helmet is on like a rope or something, like dragging like 6 feet behind him across the ground.
Nice and awkward. And then it's just the fight between Arnold Schwarzenegger and
Peter Stormare.
Peter Stormare.
Also, Peter Stormare is like full-on Texas cowboy, Western accent, actually like firing like an old-school 6-shooter.
Then it's down to Arnold and him, and
yep. So Arnold runs and gets Georgetta, and he's underneath the school bus, and Peter Stormare is inside the school bus, and they both know each other where they are, and they're trying to like gauge where exactly through the bus to shoot at each other. When Arnold shoots his ear off.
Yep.
And Peter Stormare just sitting there like bullets. He's like, ah. He like can't hear anything.
Yep. And then Arnold's there, and he's like,
who the fuck are you? Like pulls out a second gun, goes to shoot him. Arnold just shoots him right in the head. I'm the sheriff.
I'm the sheriff. He never says any of his quotes though in the movie.
Now the closest was Louis Guzman yelling to the girl, "Get to the diner!"
What was the start of the movie? He's just like, "Don't make me such a big omelet this time." I'm packing on the pounds.
Yeah, and then after that, that leads to the car chase through the corn.
Yeah.
As cartel guy shows up, and then they both crash into a combine. And so the cars are wrecked, and it's just down to the two of them. And you don't know what happened to Arnold, and the cartel guy gets up, and he's like all bloody, and his car's trash. He's like making a run for the border, and you can see the bridge. He's like, I'm gonna make it. And he like runs to like the edge of the bridge, starts climbing up, and Arnold just standing there, gonna stand off pose in the middle of the bridge.
I was kind of thinking it was going to be like a high noon thing.
Yeah.
But no, it just turned into a fight. The guy goes up to do like a super punch on Arnold, and Arnold just like tackles him and slams him on the ground. He's like, game on.
Yeah, well, and he pulls out like a little knife, like starts slashing at him. Eventually stabs Arnold in the leg, and like slams it in deeper. And then Arnold basically just like body slams him down, like pulls it out and sticks it in that guy's leg.
Yeah. The fight scene is a little prolonged, but I mean, it was a decent fight scene nonetheless.
As far as hand-to-hand fights, it's actually one of Arnold's best.
Yeah. And it's not all like flashing all over the place. Like
yeah,
you know.
it's actually shot well.
Yeah. Pretty memorable stuff. And that's about it.
Yep, everything wraps up.
And then Forrest Whitaker's like...
we didn't even mention Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker is in the movie.
Yeah, he's the main FBI guy.
To be honest with you, the rest of the plot really doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
Oh. They could have made this movie half an hour long.
For the gunfight. That's all anyone cared about.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker's just giving Arnold props, and the drunk guy that was in the jail goes to give his badge back, and Arnold's just like, keep it. You've earned it. And then they go to walk into the diner, and that asshole whose car it was, shows up.
Yeah, his car is like all trash, and like the roof's been shorn off by a combine. He's like, what happened? Shouldn't park in a fire zone.
Douchebag. Tosses his keys back, and they walk in the diner, get that omelet. But yeah. That's the movie, and so if you're a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger, as you said, just go.
Yeah, he's back.
He is back.
This is one of his better outings.
Anyway, so that was our review of The Last Stand. We hope you enjoyed it. Please click the like or subscribe button below and leave a comment about dicks and about Arnold, maybe about Arnold's dick.
Oh, he's not a tumor.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a review. We hope you enjoyed it. Matt and Jervo with the Busted Couch. Have a good one.